Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here's the Z107.7 local news for Saturday, July 22nd, 2023. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department has announced that they will be out in force Saturday night from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m., looking for drivers suspected of driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department wants to remind the public that impaired driving is not just from alcohol. Some prescription medications and over-the-counter drugs may interfere with driving. Always follow directions for use and read warning labels about driving. While medicinal and recreational marijuana are legal, driving under the influence of marijuana is not and can result in a DUI. Drivers caught driving impaired and charged with a first-time DUI face an average of $13,500 in fines and penalties, as well as a suspended license. We have an amazing amount of open desert to explore out there in the Morongo Basin, with thousands of acres of protected land open to public exploration and adventuring. Joining us with news of even more of the Mojave being protected is online news editor Robert Hayden.
The Mojave Desert Land Trust has announced some new land acquisitions, 16 parcels that add 272 acres to the over 110,000 acres of Colorado and Mojave Desert that the Land Trust has protected since its formation in 2007. The first acquisition is 36 acres in Shadow Valley, which sits at the base of multiple Mojave Mountains in and around the Mojave National Preserve. Clark Mountain, which is nearly 8,000 feet tall, is the tallest peak in the preserve and has records of indigenous occupation for over 4,000 years. The second chunk of land sits about 150 miles north of Joshua Tree, nestled in a valley south of the Grass Valley Wilderness and north of the Black Mountain Wilderness areas. The parcel contains ancient lava flows and is home to species such as the prairie falcon, desert tortoises, and Mojave ground squirrels that forage amongst creosote and rabbit brush. According to a post on the Mojave Desert Land Trust's Instagram, both land acquisitions can serve 4 different areas of critical environmental concern. These are areas where special management is needed to protect historical, cultural, and natural resources. For more information and to learn more about the Mojave Desert Land Trust, visit their website. It's www.mdlt.org. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
The National Weather Service has extended their excessive heat warning for the Morongo Basin through the weekend. Temperatures continue to be in the triple digits over the next few days, and local governments, libraries, and community facilities are offering a number of cooling centers, essentially public places that are air-conditioned. For Saturday, libraries countywide, including the Yucca Valley, Joshua Tree, and 29 Palms branches, are all open as cooling centers during the normal business hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., as well as the High Desert Nature Museum from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. In 29 Palms, the Senior Center, which operates as a cooling center most weekdays, will remain open on Saturday and Sunday this week from 9 to 5. As we head into the hottest part of the summer, it's vital to find ways to stay cool. You may find yourself taking a dip in the nearest pool, but what should you do to protect your skin? Here's reporter Stacy Soley with some tips.
I'm at the Lucky Park Pool off Adobe Road in 29 Palms. The morning lap swim is a perfect way to cool down while getting some exercise. And it's even a bit of a local secret, with just a handful of people here and several lanes open. I thought I'd poll the local lifeguards about what they do to protect themselves from the sun. This is Gianna Bilderain's 3rd summer working as a lifeguard here.
I use basically everything, whatever I can find, because I'd rather not get sunburnt, but I usually use Sunbum.
Bilderain recommends using 70 SPF or higher and reapplies 2 or 3 times during a 5-hour shift. The pool's office even has extra sunscreen for patrons who forgot theirs, but she still sees people coming in with sunburns all the time.
I've seen very bad burns, especially on the younger kids. We have a day camp that comes over every day, and almost every single one of them has a really bad sunburn underneath their eyes.
Jalen Hannon, also in her 3rd summer lifeguarding at the pool, uses a mineral sunscreen and just bought her own zinc oxide, beeswax, and olive oil to make her own.
I was doing a whole bunch of research on the chemicals and stuff that are in, your regular everyday sunscreen that you use. It's important to protect your skin. I want to know what's going on to my body.
Whether you buy it at the store, borrow it from a friend, or make it yourself, don't forget your sunscreen at the pool. It's too hot for that. This is Stacy Soley reporting from 29 Palms.
Yucca Valley Summer Music Festival concert series kicks off tonight with Van Halen, a Van Halen tribute act. This free concert series runs every Saturday through August 12th at the Yucca Valley Community Center softball fields. Van Halen offers a striking recreation of the supergroup and makes you feel like you're back in 1984. The gates open at 6:30 p.m. and the concert kicks off at 7 p.m. These family-friendly shows are completely free to the public and are a perfect way to enjoy hot summer nights here in the desert. There will be fun, food, prizes, and everyone is invited to bring picnic blankets or lawn furniture temperature for a night in the open air. Z107.7 and the High Desert Star are media sponsors for this event. Z107.7 will have your favorite DJs at the events to give away prizes. This Saturday, come say hello to Z107.7 morning show hosts Cody Joseph and Jeff Harmatz. We all love our high desert hummingbirds, but did you know that hummingbird feeders could be hurting them? With more on this, here's Elle Weatherup.
The Morongo Basin boasts several species of hummingbirds, including year-round residents, the Annas and the Costas. Hummingbirds are valued pollinators, just like bees and bats, but they are omnivorous and often seen sipping sugar water from backyard bird feeders. A daily dose of man-made nectar, however, can lead to a raft of health issues, including kidney and liver disease. Instead of sugar water, Connie Chafin from Feathers and Fur Wildlife Rehab Team recommends giving them real fruit juice, and only a couple times a week. Another way to attract hummingbirds to your yard is to plant native flowering plants like penstemon or purple sage. The bees and the butterflies will love it too. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Elle Weatherup.
Want to hear something you missed on the news but don't want to wait until the next airing? Subscribe to the Z107.7 News as a podcast, where you'll get our news delivered straight to your phone every morning so you can catch the best local news anytime you need it. There is an easy page to sign up for news and every other podcast produced right here in the High Desert. Check it out at z1077fm.com/podcasts. And that's our local news. Hear our local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. If you hear news happening, please let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Gabriel Hart.